Did you know that there are 900 million dogs in the world? That's not just a number. It's a number that you can use to begin your next business. But not just a business, it has to be born out of passion. In today's show, we're going to meet an entrepreneur who started a business born out of passion. Join me as we venture into a $30 billion business of dog grooming.
My name is Sylvester Toroitich. I'm the founder of Total Canine Solutions. So Total Canine Solutions is a company which is targeting to offer canine solutions. And our baby product is a mobile dog grooming business.
My name is Sylvia Mwangi. I was interested in this kind of job. I used to see people doing pet walking, pet grooming, so I was interested because I love dogs. I saw the van and I felt like, now this is a professional, this is a fully fledged thing, so I can get in and learn.
Assuming now I'm a client, I want you to come and groom my dog. What are the processes or procedures that I need you ask for? What do you ask of me as a client?
So the first thing we will do is that the owner is going to hand over to us, because dogs understand authority, and he's going to know that he has been handed over to another authority. So normally before we start doing anything on the dog is to familiarize with him, so that we know the temperaments, they understand that we are here to do something good. And especially if we encounter a dog that is not friendly, it is good to know from the owner the previous history, if they are vaccinated, so that even when you are working on them, you are sure that if you get a bite, you know what to do. So when we do grooming, there are things we look for. Before you wash a dog, you check if they have mats. The matted skin are the hair which has tangled, and it looks like a mattress. Yeah. So when we find that, we remove with this tool. Because if you just comb through using the normal comb, you try to pull it, it will hurt the dog. The chances of getting tangles are minimized. If you just start by washing before you do the brushing, then that is a way of encouraging the matting, the tangles. Yeah. And the advantage of doing that is that when you do it the first time, the next time you're doing it, they will have learned. But the moment you're doing for the second time, you find them just coming and climbing and lying on top of the table and waiting for the grooming, because they actually enjoy. It's only that when you're doing for the first time, they are not sure what you're doing to them. We can wash Sky. 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 We have tools for anti-bites. Like this cone, when you cut a dog that is not, you are not sure about, it can tend to bite when you are doing the grooming. So we put this one on. For the small breeds like this one, we use this. Once you have that, if they tend to turn on you, it will not be easy for them to bite. So we have this. We also have muzzles. Muzzle is like this one. It's a muzzle for a small dog also. So this is a muzzle for a small dog. We have also muzzles for the larger breeds.
So the muzzle, you put in the mouth?
Yeah, you put in the mouth like this. Then you tie behind. But for Sky, there is no need of stressing him with that, because he's just calm. So the other thing is we also try to look for the best shampoos. There are people who use detergents to wash a dog. We really discourage that. So we have shampoos for the dry hair. We have shampoos for oily hair. So we use the shampoo, and then after shampoo, then you do the air conditioner. Yeah. Then after that, now you dry. We dry first. You rinse very well first. Then you dry using a towel. You can see our towels there, the way they're displayed. Then after drying with the towel, we blow dry. And then now after blow drying, we start again brushing. Yes, combing through, and then trimming. So we even do teeth brushing. Yeah. Swap now.
Easy side.
Sky, relax. Relax, Sky. Relax, Sky. Relax, Sky.
Easy sky.
So we are done with the washing. The next thing is to dry. One thing is that most dogs love and especially washing. They like it. They really like it.
So it's not a struggle.
It's not a struggle.
Yeah.
You can struggle here on the table, but when washing, I think they just love water.
So dogs with long furs need constant, like frequent grooming.
Yes.
What's the timeline?
For the professional grooming, we recommend like once in a month or twice in a month. Once in a month if the owner can afford,
Yeah.
but mostly twice in a month. And then in between, we encourage the owner to just keep maintaining, to just brush through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To avoid the mud.
So you start from far away from the ears first, and when you come close, you make sure that you even obstruct that noise from getting into their ears. When you start rolling like that. So the next thing we will check is the nails. Like for this particular dog, I think the nails are short. So when we are cleaning, we also make sure that we clean behind. Most owners, even when they are doing the cleaning for their dogs, they tend to avoid cleaning behind there because they don't like to. But for us, we just want to make sure that we do a thorough job. Sky. I think he's feeling good now.
That's a good sign.
When a dog is excited, it does that.
Don't sit. Wait.
Oh, you let
Stand.
him rest for a bit.
I'm tired. So we also have treats for them when we are doing the grooming.
You give them when they're grooming.
Yes, when you are grooming,
So that
you reward them so that they become patient and also
And at what
become
point do you give
cooperative.
a treat?
Like now when he's tired like this, you're almost halfway through doing your job, you give him a treat. Some like, some don't like. It's good. He has not tested.
Ah, now he's tasted.
We really like this one.
Now he wants more.
He wants more. Okay. Now you wait until we finish.
So first step,
Yeah.
let him taste.
Let him test the toothpaste so that when you're trying to brush, atajua ni kitu tamu. So we don't use normal human toothpaste for dogs. And the brush for dogs also has to be very soft. As much as dogs are, we tend to think that they are more toughy than humans. Their gums are very delicate. So we're done now.
Managed to wipe Which one?
Okay, see you next time, Sky.
Sky is 2 years old. I adopted him when he was 8 months. I learned through them about total canine through a neighbor, and realized he's still around. And okay, what made me maybe approach him? Job was perfect, so we are still working together. If you love your dog, you have to treat it well. You have to give it a treat, and this treat makes the dog a bit friendly. It also makes the dog appreciate the owner. I think it's something people should adopt. Personally, like myself, I like pets, and I've been rearing dogs for quite some years. They are nice, they are friendly, and they make you feel good to be the owner of a dog which behaves in a certain way, or a certain kind of, which lives in a certain kind of a friendly way. So I would encourage people to have dogs.
Let's talk about doing business in a pandemic. How was your experience? I mean, your business started during a pandemic.
Yes.
How was that experience? Was it easy?
There are advantages that came with the pandemic, because now, when people were staying indoors, there was very little movement. Clients actually maybe did not have people to go and do for them services at home. So because of the availability of our van, we could be called and maybe go and do grooming. But then now there are other challenges also that came with it. Like if there was a client who had traveled and they are coming back home, so even if you had scheduled to go and meet them, they will tell you, I'm currently on self-quarantine until the 14 days or the 21 days are over before they can invite you to go and do for them grooming. So that one slightly affected our business. Yeah.
Despite that's about just COVID, what other business challenges do you experience in this line of business?
There are people who really don't know that you can do professional grooming for your dog. So people would just maybe use their house girl to do the basic washing of the dog, and they leave it like that. Then the dogs now start getting mats. They start. So by the time you are called to go and do the grooming, even if somebody is going to tell you that they've been washing the dog, you can clearly see that the kind of work they were doing was not good.
Now let's talk about your future. Where do you see Total Canine Solutions in the next 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years?
Okay, let me say, my very long term is to provide almost like total canine solutions. You think of any problem to do with dogs, and we have that service. That's our very long term.
Right.
Yeah.
Finally, there are people who would like to get into this mobile dog grooming business. What would you tell them?
The first thing is welcome. I think once you are many doing the service, the more we send the information out there. But what I would say is that before you come into this business, you have to know yourself. First, you have to be friendly to animals, because it's not like it is not a human business. You have to understand dogs. You have to be patient. You have to get dirty. Prepare yourself. Know what you are going into. You have to be patient. And it's not like you come outside there and the next day you have a client. No. It takes time before you get 1 or 2 clients. Once you do one, make sure you maintain. Because if you don't satisfy your customer, eventually he will still be looking out for someone else to do it. For dog owners, I would say there is a service that they have not discovered. Just reach out to us. Reach out to Total Canine Solution, mobile dog grooming, and we will give them the best service. Yeah.
Thank you very much for staying with us. In our next show, we speak to an entrepreneur who specializes in manufacturing washable pillows. See you then.